The following is a DW Ancient Egypt production. Pharaoh Khafre, who ruled from roughly 2558 to 2532 BC, is most famous for being the builder of the second pyramid of Giza. The actual length of his reign is believed to have lasted between 24 to 26 years, although the famous ancient Egyptian scholar Manetho wrote that it lasted 66 years. Khafre, whose name means appearing like Ra, may have been the younger son of Khufu and his consort Henutsen. As a result, Khafre had to wait for his older brother Djedefre's reign to end before ascending to the throne as the fourth ruler of the fourth dynasty. Khafre continued Djedefre's promotion of the sun god Ra's cult by adopting the title Son of the Sun and incorporating the god's name into his own. We have knowledge of several of Khafre's wives, including Mieroop III, daughter of his brother Kewab, and his principal wife, Khameneti I. His sons include Nekure, Sekhemkare, and Menkaure, who succeeded him and married Khameneti II, Khafre's daughter and Menkaure's sister. The mastaba tombs of nobles in Khafre's court provide clear evidence of Egypt's prosperity during his reign. The tomb of Prince Nekure, a king's son, contains a unique will to his heirs inscribed on its walls. This will bequeaths 14 towns to his heirs, at least 11 of which are named after his father Khafre. While his legacy is divided among his 5 heirs, 12 of the towns were designated for the prince's mortuary cult. It is known that Khafre engaged in foreign trade or diplomacy, since artifacts dating from his reign have been discovered in Byblos, as well as in Ebla, Syria. He likely had diorite quarried in Tashka, Nubia, and possibly dispatched expeditions to the Sinai region. Although few inscriptions remain to fully comprehend Khafre's era of rule, he left behind some of ancient Egypt's most significant treasures. The lifelike diorite statue of Khafre found in his valley temple, now housed in the Egyptian Antiquities Museum, is such an example. He is portrayed as eternal, possessing an athletic physique in the prime of life, regardless of his actual age at the time of the statue's creation. This convention was typically followed by most pharaohs and their royal images, except for the notable exception of the heretic king Akhenaten in the New Kingdom. From the inception of kingship, the god Horus had been the main patron of the king, who was the god's earthly embodiment. That ideology survived into the Old Kingdom period. This statue, where the falcon god cradles Pharaoh Khafre in his wings, is a vivid expression of this ideology. The falcon not only protects the king with his wings, but he also merges with the king so that there is no distinction between the bird's breast and the back of the king's head. Mythology makes clear that the Egyptians saw Horus as the successor of Osiris, and that they equated the living king of Horus and the dead king of Osiris. Horus's lengthy struggle to wrestle kingship from the god Seth was one of the most elaborate tales of Egyptian mythology. The Old Kingdom pyramid texts would later allude to it, and, over the next centuries into the Roman period, various versions of it appeared. As we mentioned earlier, the two gods were perpetual antagonists, and seem to have represented two competing ideologies that began in the early dynastic period.